Holy crap, guys, here we go. Moving in on a little bit of Dota. Look at that sexy. Loading screens. Yummy. Alright, guys, so here we are at GatorLAN 2014 Fall schedule. We've got it slammed up, and we are ready to go. So, first game. Apparently we have YOLO versus Los Mipos Hermanos. It's actually supposed to be Live Long, Die Hard. Good stuff like that, but hey, we'll take whatever name they want to throw down today. So, rating's going to start out banning out. We are on the new patch, 6.82. Everything's changed. All the stuff you used to know worked. Meta's all out the window. Let's see what these guys are going to throw at it. This is the first tournament I personally get to cast since the change, so I'm kind of excited to see what's going on here with all the different things that are going to go out of the wall here. Insta ban on the Terrorblade. What? Come on! He just got in captain's mode. They don't even let him play. It's not even nice. Tinker's been nerfed. You don't have to ban him, guys. So, here we go as we're moving in. We've got a ban on the Razor. Got a ban on the Viper. Pretty standard bans. No real majors there. But they're kind of last patch, so I'm kind of curious which way they're going to go with this. Razor didn't get any major buffs. They pick up the Faceless Void. Nice. Okay. He's got a couple of nerfs, but he's still overall good. I watched the game the other day with Sneaky Nick's Assassins, picked him up right after the patch came out, and we're still able to effectively use him. IX Mike was really showing people that he's still versatile even in the new matchup. So we're going to see how it's going to pan out for it as we're moving into it, though. Meanwhile, Los Mipos, they get their first pick. 2 in a row. They got to figure out who they wanted to get. They have the opportunity to do a double stack. You know, they can pick 2 really good heroes to go back-to-back with. And I'm kind of curious if they're going to try to use that right now. I mean, I've heard a lot of things about pub stomps with Bloodseeker and Zeus right now. It'd be funny to see that come out, but what I see come out and what actually ends up being could be 2 separate cookies all the way around. So, let's see how this one gets together here. Mipos, you're burning through your time. Give me something to talk about. They got Mirana. Mirana's old school pick. Always good, never a real fail on it. She survives well for just about everything. So, it could definitely be a good turnaround all the way around. Sorry guys, we got a lot of people walking by. Got to make sure we don't blast the mic to death and back. So, area we got Mirana pickup. They're going for their second pick. Mirana usually likes a setup hero. Naga Siren, not a bad choice. Skyrath Mage, there we go. Faceless Void Skyrath Mage. Still playing the old school matchup, seeing how it's going to pan out. I mean, basically they have to get the Faceless Void and Skyrath Mage hanging out in the same spot. But Skyrath got some pretty nasty damage. I played against him the other day, and oh my god, I could not believe how much and how easily he can just burst you down if you get hung up. So, I think they have to make sure on the Los Mipos side that they don't get another thing like maybe a Shadow Shaman. They want to kind of block that at this point. And I'm curious if Furion gets banned. I don't think he's as good as he used to be in the last patch. Yeah, he didn't take a lot of changes, but I think the overall how he's played is really going to be damaging to the new mode of the cash bounty system and all. So, he's not a very favored hero right now. So, kind of curious which way they're going to push it out and which directions they're going to kind of move it out towards. So, let's see how this is going to pan out. I want to see something new, guys. I really do. I mean, there's a Brewmaster ban. Okay, I like Brewmaster ban just because it's Brewmaster, his versatility. But if anything, I figured Los Mipos would probably want the Brewmaster because of the capability of being able to use him in this. So there's a lot of opportunity to be abused at this point. Alright, so Slark gets banned out on Live Free or Die Hard side. They don't want to put up with him popping around, getting that great heal. Passives don't get blocked buy Faceless Void's Chronosphere anymore. And Lost Meepos could always pick up a tiny and make it a really bad day for Faceless Void every time he goes into there. Not really sure how they want to deal with that. They know it's coming, so it could just be a game of avoid Faceless Void or just watch him everywhere he goes. A nice bounty hunter pick would be good to kind of track him out and see where he's going at all times. Definitely allow them to know when he's going to step into the fights. But as we're moving in on the next items here, trying to figure out where they're going to go with it. You got the Naga Siren, you got Marana, very good picks, good for late game. But Faceless Void's great late game carry too. They ban out a Silencer. That kind of screams they've got some ideas on what they want to use for the long range fight. They've got a lot of spells they want to throw out. I could see a possible Invoker. Or a nice combo hero like Timbersaw. Oh, I'd love to see a Timbersaw double chakrams going through this game. Be absolutely sexy. I just can't wait to see what people are going to do with this patch. There was so much done, so many scepter upgrades. I mean, come on. Chen can ride dinosaurs. Get excited, people. It's just... There's so many craziness. Centaur Warrunner, only change he got was, by the way, it's going to cost you a little bit more to do the Stampede. It's nice. Gets you in there, allows you to get in there, do a lot of damage really quick. He can go in and burst out a lot of people. I don't think people respect the damage Centaur Warrunner can kick out, especially mid-game. You know, until you start getting some of those bigger items where you can just really take the abuse, Centaur Warrunner is going to be a big problem.
10 seconds to
so I think until Faceless Void gets that Mask of Madness down, he's going to have to play a little conservative, because if that Blink Dagger comes online for that Centaur before the Mask of Madness goes down, I think he might have a little bit of problem there dealing with it. Alright, let's see here. Next pick coming out of the Radiant. They've got the Skywrath, they've got the Faceless Void. Now let's kind of see where they're going to go with the core builds. Usually people like to pick up... Yes! A Legion Commander right in the mix. Alright, I like the idea of the Legion Commander. I don't know how well she's going to sync with the Faceless Void Skywrath Mage combo. But a roaming damage dealer, really not a bad idea, no matter how you do it. Even if they come out of the Chronosphere still alive, she can pop over there, get the duel on them. They're already low health, so she gets a nice poke away and kill game on that. So we'll see how that pans out, but it's definitely got a lot of versatility with the lineup they're going at right now.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry.
And let's be honest, she can just heal up anybody she needs to. On Faceless Void, it'd actually be a good thing to do the Mask of Madness with... Oh, I keep forgetting the name of the stupid skill. Press the attack. Slam that on him. Let him Mask of Madness right into it, and they can just go to town. So, it'll allow him to have that little extra buff he needs every once in a while before the fight gets on. And there's that Invoker from Lost Meepos. Knew it was coming. If you blend out the Silencer, you're almost guaranteed to pick up an Invoker or another combo-style hero. The Invoker just screams combos. Whether it's Tornado EMP, Sunstrike with Forged Spirits, just so much versatility and able to get in and out of there. Against the Faceless Void, I expect to see Tornado, maybe even Tornado Cold Snap. Just because he needs to get in there and just stop the Faceless Void from being the annoying little cuss that he can be in there. And Tornado does wonders for knocking him out of the fight. So if they're not careful, Invoker's going to be able to take very good control over that. And I've seen Lost Meepos play Invoker, and they have no problems doing it. Now, a good thing to note here, guys, in case y'all didn't know a little bit of history about the teams, Squee used to be on Lost Meepos, and now he's on Live Free or Die Hard. So, not sure how that's going to affect, as Squee was pretty significant in the overall play. You know, that whole, it's not like he's, you know, every person has their role they play in the team. And if you change up those roles, you see it all the time when the pro teams start moving around different players. It affects the overall gameplay of that team because, oh, he was an awesome support on this team, and now they moved him to core on this team. Or he was an awesome core on this team, but he's not so good on this other team because it just doesn't synergize well with him. So it's definitely going to be, we're going to see how that change is going to work on him right now. Lich gets picked up. Frost Blast, I mean, just toss that in there during the Chronosphere and just watch as it bounces between the heroes. White Faceless Boy starts whacking around. Definitely got a lot of versatility, and let's be honest, as he eats every creep that comes by, it's slowly taking away from the other team. Though, with the changes in bounty, I don't know if that's the idea you want to run. There's been a lot of talk about whether the Midas Gaming is even worth it right now because of that. And Lich kind of runs on the mindset, kind of like sub-Midas level, so could be a lot of trouble in that. Los Meepos bans out the Magnus. Do not want to risk the whole RP into the Stampede, charge into a nice Chronosphere with a Skywrath blasting them down on top of that. So, trying to limit the damage, the combo damage out of it, but that still leaves Darkseer in the pool, and Live Free Die Hard is still looking for one more support, possibly. Or, well, they could technically run him as an off lane. They could put Legion in the jungle or in mid. Skywrath, jungle, or support or mid. Lich would probably end up as a support, so if they picked up a Darkseer, it would not be end of the world for him. But they ban out the Ursa. They want to make sure Los Meepos does not have that I will beat you to death fighter in the middle of their game. So the capability is definitely there for them to get in there and just push out some serious amounts of damage as this is moved before. So now it's up to their pick. They have very little reserve time left. Both teams kind of really enjoying being able to get in there and just lay out the damage as needed. So, kind of curious where they're going to go with it. They picked the Darkseer to keep it from being picked up on Live Free or Die Hard. Though, don't get me wrong, he will work very well. Vacuum will pull a lot of the heroes into the Chronosphere that are trying to do damage outside of it. Nothing sucks for Skywrath more than trying to drop his ult and gets pulled into the Chronosphere. So, Vacuum should help him out there. Surge will help him get in and out of trouble when needed. And the Ion Shell does wonders. Not even counting the wall. Let's be honest. Naga Siren setting up for a wall is just beautiful. So, a lot of versatility in the lineup here on Los Meepos. So, I'm kind of curious. Looking at the laning, I expect Naga on a lane with possible support Centaur. Invoker in the mid, Darkseer with Mirana maybe? Of course, you could do solo lane with either Darkseer or Centaur and allow the rest of them to support. You could do Darkseer support with Mirana and Naga Siren with Centaur on the safe on the hard lane. So many options. Queen of Pain getting picked up on Live Free or Die Hard, though, allows for that burst damage they may need to take down some of these heroes. So, kind of curious how that's going to pan out. They're most likely going to put her in mid, but we'll see. So, starting out over here on the Dire side, because I love checking out Dire first, we've got Krieger on the Invoker. Sit the fun down on the Centaur Warrunner. Cal Fire is hanging out on Darkseer. Game Blouses checking out that Naga Siren, and Infamous 68 on the Mirana. She is in position to get over there and do what she needs to do. Alright, then over here on the Radiant side, we got Barack Obama hanging out on the Faceless Void. He's going to be beating people to death the first chance he gets. Spooderman is on the Lich. He is ready to toss out. Hold up, we them boys got the Queen of Pain. Squee has got the Legion Commander, and Zonderkite on the Skywrath Mage. So definitely got the opportunity to get in there and push out some serious damage when that chance comes out. Just a couple of things to point out about the changes on the map, guys. That Roche Pit and ramps to it and around here, such a big difference. Obviously, they noticed the wards going down, but the big thing is just, wow. Look at all they can see now. So, opportunities come in and out of the pit from multiple directions. They're able to get over here and just put so much damage out. Get into the locations. They block the camps. I mean, this is just beautiful all the way around. Bounty rune down. By the way, guys, it gives gold and XP based upon the minute growth. So just kind of get a heads up on that. Warding location has been changed up a little bit, so it's really going to affect the overall gameplay all the way around. Nice ward position here, but look at all the openings up they have now in here. You got pathing through these trees now. So much capabilities. Get in there and just do poke and prod at everybody. Darkseer's taking the off lane up against the Legion Commander and Skywrath Mage on the dual lane. We've got Centaur being supported over here by Mirana and possibly the Naga Siren. So it's going to really allow them to get in there and push out the damage as needed. Queen of Pain up against the Invoker in the mid. We have got the Exhort startup. So I expect to see maybe a little bit of Sunstrike pumping in and out of here when they get their chances. So definitely going to allow them to get in there. De-warding going on over here. They take that out, making sure they can get that camp so they can start pulling as soon as possible. Naga Siren looking for who she can take out. Got the net ready. Got the arrow ready. Good setup here. So if Naga gets that net down, they're going to be able to really put the pressure on this Faceless Void. And even though you got Lich back there, Lich is not going to be able to protect him at this point in time. So the damage will go out. He does get his level 2 though. Frost Blast will allow a little bit of harassment there, but not sure if it's going to be enough to really shut him down. Darkseer starts off with the Surge, wants to make sure he can get in, get out without getting picked off. Got a little bit of damage going there. We've got Queen of Pain trying to get that first blood off on the Invoker. Does pick him off. Not able to get out of there. He was trying to find the home, but that blink comes in just in time with the double, and the Shadow Strike is allowing her to really kick that damage out. A lot of people don't understand that bleed. Oh, it just allows her to pop in there and just kick out the damage. She does pick up a bounty rune to help get that going. Good thing is these double runes are definitely allowing them to just take advantage of bottles all over the place. Though, mind you, neither team has their bottle up just yet. Kind of going through the items. Queen of Pain just landed that bottle. Just got to her. And now at this point, those double runes are really going to help her. Yeah, not doing too bad here. That death really cost the Invoker. He's not going to be able to get his bottle for a little bit longer. It's going to allow him to keep that going just a little bit longer. And Queen of Pain is going to be able to punish him for just a little while. He's able to use the double damage rune to kind of chase her back. But bottle's right back up. It's going to be able to walk right back in on it. So there she goes, slamming in, poking on him. Going to make sure he's getting abused every time he steps into the range. They know trouble's going on. We got a double pull going on over here. Not going to be able to get it though. Just that one creep won't be stubborn to survive. So they're pulling into position to get their next kills and moving around when they can. Darkseer still poking along here. Looking at the last hits, Legion Commander's doing her job, getting every last hit she can get her hands on. Faceless Void's not doing that bad in his lane, but Darkseer is really struggling just to keep his last hits up. Does have the IO shell on, trying to use it to push back here, but it's just not working out the way he wants to just yet. Only 2 in it, so it's not end of the world, but definitely going to be able to get in there and put the pressure on as he gets it. Alright, come on now. You know you want to play. There's those Forged Spirits. Look at that. Sexy guys. Nothing striking all. Helping him get those last hits and try to catch up here with the Queen of Pain, who has been just abusing him when it comes to laning. Can't get into position, can't take his stuff. Darkseer gets the Bounty Rune, Queen of Pain gets the Illusion Rune. She's going to use that to drive him back behind the tower again, chase him out of lane. Just basically not allowing him to get in there and get those last hits when he needs to. They're going to do a very good job of making sure Faceless Void is getting every one of the last hits he can get his hands on. And they're going to start putting the pressure on these lanes. That ward is doing wonders for letting him know what's going on. Uh-oh. Got the cold snap on her. Gets the net down, and now they're going to try to take her out. Splashes are going down. She does blink away, not able to catch her under the tower like they wanted to. So she does slip away. Failed ganks, but got to try them, right? Legion Commander got that bank rolling already, working hard on picking up. It looks like a blink dagger to start. Not even going boots first, going straight into that blink dagger. I think once the duel comes up, that is going to be a really nasty lane. I'm not sure if Darkseer is going to be able to keep in it just because of that just being so much damage coming out of that Legion Commander. Alright, so back on the mid game here. We still have Invoker playing a little bit of a game here. They've got a rotation coming in by the Skywrath. He's going to ward up here on the top, trying to catch what's going on. Invoker sees him going, isn't even going to step back, gets sealed up, concussive shot. Already got the Queen of Pain nailing him with the Shadow Strike, so he was slowed down, but they just could not follow it up. So it's definitely one of those games where they have to play it a little careful here. Invoker does not have what he needs to deal with this fight, though. He's nice, he's reacting well, just got to get a couple items, really needs that bottle. Big difference for him. Hand of Midas. Starting off with a Hand of Midas on the Legion Commander. This will be nice. This will be entertaining. Soul Ring got picked up here, but on the Darkseer is going to allow him to really be annoying on that lane now. He's going to be able to dump out those IO shells back to back and just keep the pressure on the entire time. I kind of wish this tri-lane was putting more pressure on this dual lane over here. Just, I mean, let's be honest, Centaur's getting his last hits, but he's not pulling that far ahead of the Faceless Void, and I'm not sure how well that's going to work against him.
Too bad.
Definitely one of those situations where we're going to have to see which way it goes here. Already starting to use the IO Shell to drive back the Legion Commander, who finally has her boots up and she's ready to start moving into the lane and start getting aggressive again. Duel is alive. I expect to see a duel probably at another level or two. Even though she is level 6, she doesn't have any mana up right now. She's got to be careful about how she attacks it. That Darkseer IO Shell just does so good at pushing her down. She is going to escape. Gets out of there, starts to heal up, and could quite possibly look at going into the aggressive mode now. And the biggest holdback was the mana there, so maybe even try to get a gank out here in the mid lane on the Invoker. Invoker's being a little aggressive at times, and it could cost him. Alright, so looking at the graphs you see right now, Live Free Die Hard is holding a pretty standard net worth all the way across. There's only been one death, so no real fancies there. But you can see, even the experience and everything, Live Free or Die Hard is doing a very good job of keeping everything going in their way. But as you all know, with the new change, it could be an absolute, completely different thing when it comes time for it. Uh-oh, Darkseer going a little deep here. Legion Commander coming on the backside here might catch him out if he's not careful. He's playing with the creep wave, and Legion's right there with the duel up. Would not mind dueling even with the IO Shell maybe, so not sure if that's the fight they want to have. Got to be careful on the fight here. There goes, there's the duel. Darkseer's trying to survive this. Got a lot of damage going out though. Actually just barely surviving it. Got to be careful, does not want to pick that fight now. Press the attack does so good on that regen when you need it. That, oh, I am almost dead. Regen. Sunstrike going down, trying to catch him. IO Shell with, oh, beautiful there. Night Stalk. But Skywrath might get the pick off. Looks like he's going to get it. Oh, barely surviving that. Slips out, gets the TP. Going to get his heal up and proceed back out the lane. Worked out, good trade-off there. And uh-oh, fight recap. Yay, look at the fight recap, guys. Beautiful. This makes casting too easy. So, as you move into the top lane, they've got a little bit of aggression going on here. They want to put the pressure. There's a Chronosphere. Really just shutting down. There's the duel. Coming in, drops. So much fun. Double kill. Moving in. God, that Chronosphere into this Frost Blast. just allowing him to really maximize that. And he's not even done. He's going to go ahead and dive the tower and try to take out the Mirana. Mirana doesn't have enough mana for anything, cannot escape. So that was a 3 for no kill up there on the top lane. And Legion Commander even wins the duel. So absolutely the fight they wanted to have. Start building those stacks, baby. Alright, so now, good thing to notice here is Darkseer is using this time to push the bottom tower. He wants the tower, he's going to take the tower. They're going to try to make it a trade for a trade. Bounty Rune gets picked up over here by Skywrath as he rotates down towards the bottom. Darkseer's got to be careful. Does get the last hit and is fighting. Wow. Faceless Void's got to be careful. Might get picked off here if he's not too careful. A lot of damage going down. Darkseer's trying to get out of there as fast as he can. He knows there's no way to lock him down without a bash coming out of the Faceless Void. So slips out, gets his heal going on. Queen of Pain wants to play. Look at the damage. But cannot get close enough to take him out. Even tries to scream a last-ditch effort to pick him off. That Cold Snap did him so much good to survive in that fight. But we've got 3 rotated in the mid from the Radiant. They want to get in there and put some pressure on them. Rotate this out so we can see it a little better. See Queen of Pain still just eking around on the side there. Wants to catch that Invoker. Trying to catch her out. If she makes a mistake of stepping in at the wrong point, she will not come out of that well. But there is a lot of wards out showing where they're at. Dire's kind of taking their wards out of the mid lane a little, so this is going to start affecting them here as they try to deal with the Queen of Pain, who's literally just playing around in the backside. She wants to catch someone stepping a little too close, but with 4 in the mid, they're going to have a hard time pushing this pressure on. I see a lot of saving going on here on the Legion Commander. Absolutely probably going for that Blink Dagger at this point. Kind of expected it in the first place, but went for a Hand of Midas instead, trying to make sure she has the money to do whatever she needs to late game. Queen of Pain going over, going to pick up a nice little Illusion Rune. Worked her well enough first time. Bounty Rune getting picked up over here by the Darkseer. He's going to rotate around, take a little peek, see if he can push back this lane. Faceless Void knows he's there. Got his Mask of Madness, and Chronosphere is up. So I expect him to come over here and put the pressure in on the Darkseer. Darkseer has to be careful. Got his mechanism, but not really sure how well it's going to work out with 3 of them hunting him down right now. You've got the Legion, you've got the Lich, and the Faceless Void wanting to find someone to play with. And if they find someone, they are going to abuse them. They're hoping Darkseer gets a little aggressive here and tries to step around the corner. He is literally just walking the edge of this fight. Playing in the jungle, they've got everybody there. All it takes is just somebody rounding the corner and spotting him. So close. He sees it. Is he? Oh, he luckily makes a run for it. They spotted him out. Let's see if he's going to escape. They have the capability of chasing him down, but they're just going to go ahead and take the farm, let him walk out, and go back to the pressuring on the middle. Invoker's had a pretty rough game here trying to get all the items he needs, and not really sure how well it's going to work out for him if he's not careful here in the next few minutes, because he's really fallen behind in the last hits. He's not getting the items he wants, and with the rotations just trying to keep him alive, it's costing him more and more each time. So definitely a situation where it could be bad for him. Queen of Pain comes in, TP's on the mid, she's coming after an Invoker, wants to play with him, has a ward up on the front side, so knows not to take it a little too aggressive. But here we go, Naga Siren flipping around on the backside. They want to take this top tower. They're not even going to slow down. They've got everybody in position. And these side lanes, wow, look at this. They've got so many places to slip and hide through. Definitely get in here and put the pressure on them when needed. Too much damage going down there. She doesn't have her song yet, so she's just going to walk away and just let them have that. Legion Commander does get that, but Duel ran out just in time to save. But the blink is up. Oh, they're going after the Queen of Pain. Oh, Naga Siren just gets blasted away by that Lich with the Frost Blast. Beautiful shot there. Allows them to get in there and get the trade off. So it's 1 for 1, but unfortunately for them, They're already down a man before that fight started. It's only going to keep getting worse. Faceless Void coming after the Invoker, wants to play with him. Gets the disarm off, is now going to go ahead and take it safely back and cleans out the Faceless. Faceless went just a little too aggressive there. Had his backup, just did not work out for him. The wave goes out, stops the fight. Deafening Blast just saved that Invoker. Very good reactions coming out of this Invoker for the most part. Oh, there he goes. Got the duel down. They go ahead and just shut him down as fast as possible. The burst coming out of that Queen of Pain to just take him out of there. Allowing the Legion Commander to just keep growing. It's going to allow him to keep getting bigger and bigger as the fight goes on. And they're just going to step in and take the next stage. They want to take that middle tower. Wards are in position. Nails that range creep. We're not going to let him get away. But with everything the Legion Commander has, they still have wall. And if they get the Scepter on Darkseer, Legion Commander is going to be hitting himself just hard enough to be dangerous. Faceless Void still wants to get that in position to get... Oh, he wants him to react to this tower. He wants the Chronosphere. He's going to come in nice and heavy for it. They're trying to take him out. Want that Legion Commander. Oh, there you go. Got the duels. Got everything going off. Does get to pick off. Was it in time for the duel? No, it was not. Invoker shuts him down with the Deafening Black. They're not going to be able to step in any farther, but now they're going to play the game of poke, 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 go. They're able to just keep poking around and just keep the damage going here. Let's look at the recap here. You see all the spells getting used. I love this. Look at the damage. Look at the gold changing hands, XP changing hands, and just the sheer damage. They get twice the damage coming out of the Dire side, or on the Radiant side on that one. It's just absolutely beautiful how much they give you now as a caster to bring this out. So now the Radiant's going to go ahead and push on the bottom. Live Free Die Hard knows they could take it, but Song is up, and they're just going to sit here and go, y'all wanted to play? I'm going to scout everybody out, and we're going to pick this fight. But everybody starts in, got all the blast coming in. They're trying to shut people down back and front, but that Lich is just decimating them with that Frost Blast. Radiant walks away fairly safe. Dire walks away with one dead and everybody else fairly low, so they have to be careful about this fight. Invoker's trying to get a trade-off here, wants that mid tower. He's only up against the Legion Commander. Legion denies the tower. Got to be careful though, there comes the deny. And they're going to go ahead and try to duel it out. Invoker wins it, got all his backup in there. They've got to be careful. Takes out Invoker, and Warrunner are going to go ahead and shut down the Faceless Void on that fight. Good turnaround for it. Look at that. Beautiful. All these wonderful things were used. In case you missed any of the quick clicking and changing that's going on, I don't have to try to speak 100 miles an hour to tell you all the items that were used. Can't tell you how many times I've seen a large team fight miss that one key where somebody used a Force Staff or something, and it's like, you know it happened, but you just can't talk fast enough to cover it all. Looks like they're going to try to deny this tower. There's not much Radiant's going to be able to do to stop that. Legion Commander TP's in to an arrow, shuts it down, so no blink-in annoyance is coming out of that. Mirana's like, nope, I did my job. Running away now. Naga Siren coming around on the backside. Got to be careful. Going to get caught out here. Even gets picked up for the dual death. Arrow goes down. Finds nobody. But Legion found someone to play with. Blinks over to play. Faceless Void. Got the Chronosphere up. Ready to find someone to play tag with. They're just really looking for who they can pick the fight with. A lot of damage going out here. Let's go ahead and check out the graphs. Net worth and experience gained. You can see how quick it's starting to change now. Every little fight, every little exchange is so costly now. You have to play so carefully. When you run into these fights, it's like, oh, I thought I was going to win that, so I took it anyway, and it did not work out. It's definitely one of those situations where you have to play a little more cautious than you're used to, it seems like. Wards go down. Now they know both people walked around the corner. And they can't really do much at this point. They need to de-ward, but they're not really that worried about it seems. But if you look, Radiant is doing a very good job of putting aggressive wards out. There we go. De-ward that. Too bad they haven't caught this one yet. That nice sentry ward right here is doing a good job of keeping the pressure on them either way. So they got to make sure they're looking into it on which direction they need to go. But Radiant is doing a job of controlling their jungles. They're making sure they're keeping the farm going. Queen of Pain literally blinking in, bottling the regen rune, and running away as fast as they can every time. So there's a lot of things going on here, and they've got to make sure they're covering it either way. They want to make sure they're not going for a Roche fight, but I don't really see them going for it at this point in time. There's a lot of places they can go, and Roche is not where they need to go. It's that whole, the old mentality. You get into the Roche, anytime you start to get a lead, you go into the Roche pit to secure your lead with an Aegis. But now it's just such a loss. If you get called out at the Roche pit, it could cost you big time. Alright, so Faceless Void walking towards the jungle. Got Naga Siren over here hanging out. Got to be careful because Centaur War Runner is around the corner. They kind of know people are there, but they're not sure about how they're going to do it. Legion looking for someone to pick off. They are pinging. They want to catch that Invoker. But, they found the Faceless, and they're not playing around. Look at that. Both of them escape it. Got the blink in there. Dives out. And Naga Siren's going to walk away fairly clean. Sets them up for a nice fight here. They want to do the fight. They've got it. Lich gets picked off, but does get off the Frost Blast. They have to back away from this fight. Let that Frost Blast wear off, and then step back in on it. They go after the Queen, knock her out, and at this point it was a fairly good trade-off for them. You've got 3 down. Queen of Pain gets picked off. Frost Blast go down, but good trade. 3 for 1 on the other side. Not a big trade for them, but look at the change in gold and everything. Let's go ahead and look at the graphs, and you can see the difference. Every time they have one of these fights, you see the bam! Just poke, poke, kill, poke, poke, kill. It's really doing them good. They did make some adjustments recently with it, so it is absolutely showing now. Yes, we know Radiant's tower is being attacked. Thank you. Legion looking for another duel. Almost already got the armlet up, working on that BKB now. Going to go ahead and keep taking the Midas every time he finds the spot. But Dyer's went ahead and started pushing for the Aegis. They've got to be careful. Faceless Void is coming up. There it goes. Oh, the arrow nails him perfectly. They know now's the time for the fight. Naga Siren gets absolutely cleaned out. But here we go. They're looking for the fight. They want to play with them. There's just so many shots coming from both directions. They're able to defend it, but got to be careful there. Darkseer almost getting picked out here. The damage just going slowly but surely. Should be able to escape it fairly well, but trade out in that fight did not work their way. So you see it, changing the gold, changing the experience. Look at that experience change. It's just absolutely beautiful. Damage done, more damage done on the Radiant side, but it's one of those. You got to be careful on how everything gets picked out. Look at that, beautiful! Look at all the info. Oh, it's gorgeous. You don't have to work near as hard as you had to. Invoker's still thinking about picking that fight. He wants to bait him in and see if they're actually watching it. So he goes over there, pops him to the thing, just kind of see if they know he's there. If they come in and try to take the Roche now, he'll stop them up pretty well. But since they're not coming, he's just going to go ahead and farm the Ancients from high ground. Oh goodness. We've got cliff farming. Yay, cliff jungling. Woo! You know you love it, guys. Admit it. Force staffs himself into a trees. Can't get out. Got a nice bounty rune right here, guys. Oh, they want to catch him. They do. They pick off the Sky Wrath. They're not going to allow him to come in there. Uh-oh. Faceless Void does not want to play. And he disappears. Mirana comes in on the backside. They put out everything. They want to play, and they know it's the time. Get a nice pickoff on the Faceless Void. They're surviving the Ice Blasts. It's the only thing really slowing them down any right there. And now they're stepping around looking for the next fight. They see Queen of Pain. They want to try to catch her. She does get out of range with the blink, but they're still not going to pass it up. Legion Commander almost getting picked out. They wanted to catch him. You see it. Just nothing but trying to catch him as they go. And there's nothing but damage coming around here. Invoker is definitely priming for something. He's got a fair chunk of change saved up. Not sure what he's looking at getting up next, but he has the money for it. And they're going to use this pushback to go ahead and step into the Roche Pit. Faceless Void just comes back in. Even if he runs right now, he's not going to be able to catch over here. They know what's going on with this part, but they're not going to be able to defend it at this point. Enough damage coming out, and ooh, Marana, you better be careful. They're coming. Here comes the fight. Marana does not have anything but the leaps. They try to catch her. Here they go. They're going to step in, look for the fight. Battle's going on. They're trying to pick him out, unable to clean him up. He even slips up into the high ground with the Force Staff. They're trying to take out that Legion Commander. May even catch her here. Darkseer trying to get over there. Surges out, lets them catch up and play tag games. Centaur wants to find someone to play with, but Invoker does finally get picked out. Faceless Void had to go up there and chase him down. And now he's looking to catch the Centaur. Lich is all spammed out though, doesn't have any more spells to put down. They're going to come in and they're going to play a little bit against this Faceless Void, but he's backtracking everything. Just surviving so much with that backtrack, and it's a definite situation in which you do not keep fighting if you're not winning it. Here he goes. He's thinking about stepping in. He picks up the invis. They know he's there. They just got to figure out if he's going to stay. There's a lot of pushing going back and forth. The Sentry Wards just barely missing out. So much fun here, guys. Alright, so Centaur Warrunner just kind of hanging out in the thing. He wants them to step in. He knows there's the opportunity. He sees them doing everything. Going to go ahead, uses his Stampede to try to get over in position. Just pretty much just chases them away. Faceless Void, got to be careful though. Invisibility running away. Did not realize he was in vision of that Sentry Ward, and they want to play tag with him. Uh-oh. They're trying to shut him down. Nothing but damage coming out, but not able to get over there and put him out. Darkseer does get picked out. Should have fed the duel. Just got to catch him. See, yep, fed the duel. And going to get shut down there. Not able to deal with that bash coming out of the Faceless Void. Lich Illusion doing so much damage, making sure they're able to get in and out of there. And now they're going to go ahead and use this time to go ahead and take on Roshan. Centaur Warrunner knows he has the opportunity. Going to go ahead and pick out that Skywrath Mage. He knows he can't take out the Roche Pit, but he's going to go ahead and pick off whoever he can get. They're going to go ahead and try to blast it out, giving as much warning as they can. Blink Dagger is up. He's ready to go in. Blinks. Puts the damage out, trying to take them out. Beautiful amount of damage coming through there. They are looking at cleaning them out. Warrunner picks up the Aegis, does a double kill, and he's going to go ahead and flip onto the backside. He will chase down that Queen of Pain. They've got her in the net. They're going to go ahead and start putting the damage out. Cleans her out. The only one walking away, where is he? Is the Lich, and he is spotted out by the Darkseer as they look around to start picking him off. Got the rotation coming out here by the Invoker and the Centaur Warrunner. They're going to chase him all the way into the woods. He has nowhere to escape. He's got to be careful. They want to shut him down. Gonna find him, gonna poke him out, and it is a full team wipe all the way around. Centaur Warrunner does get the final kill. Where's my recap? Look at the damage, baby. Look at the change. Holy crap. 8,000 experience change. I wish it'd give me how many levels some of their supports just picked up off of that team fight. Nothing but beautiful fights everywhere they go. They set that up beautifully, had the disarm, had the stomp, had the Aegis snatch, and got an arrow in behind it all. Just beautifully shut down every bit of that fight and made it theirs. And now here they are moving around, taking out a tower behind it to help boost their lead as they look at the back and forth on the XP. Look at the net worth. taking it back, moving it slowly into their direction. They've had a horrible start of the first game, and now with just these couple of team fights, they're starting to bring it back into their ballpark. The experience has really started pushing. They're starting to get the levels. Let's go ahead and check this out, guys. The levels and everything have started to even out now. I mean, they are absolutely doing everything they can to take this fight where they need to. The net worth absolutely just squeaking it back and forth, and they're looking for another fight. Got to smoke up. They know the fight can be ready. They want to pick it. You know they do. You know they want to pick this fight. Bounty rune picked up. They're looking. They know. Oh, and it's a double smoke. They're going to start hunting each other. They're all pinging each other out. I know they're there. I know they're there. I'm expecting to see this coming down anytime now. They are hunting each other in each other's jungles. Somebody's going to break the smoke. There they go. Smokes are going down. Smokes are broke. Ha 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 ha. Right beside each other. But that's a sentry, so they're going to pick that out. Alright, now they're going to rotate around. They want the fight. They're going after him, trying to shut him down. Centaur Warrunner's getting shut down, but he's got the Aegis. He's not as worried as they are about this. Duel coming in. They're trying to shut him down. Get the scream off. Got the Chronosphere. Disarm goes down to shut it down, but that Frost Blast is bouncing between them and just going to pick them off. Queen of Pain gets some good clean-offs off the backside of that. Not the trade-off they were looking for. Darkseer looking to see who can come back after. He had to buy back in to get this fight. Centaur looking to pick off the Legion. They want to find him. They're chasing him down, keeping the damage on him so he can't blink away. Just poke, poke, poke. You're going down. I don't care if I have to chase you to the ends of the world. But this has allowed Queen of Pain and all them to get back into the position. Chronosphere is down, though, so fight's really not in the way they want it. Lich is going to get picked off here. I don't see him being able to get saved here. Queen of Pain's trying to shut it down. Oh, and gets pulled down to the low ground. Has to be careful. This is not the fight they want to have. She blinks away, but still going to keep chasing that Lich. They're going to put him all the way through if they have to. Nothing but damage coming out. He's looking for neutrals to pick him off. Can't even die to a neutral. They've cleared the jungles too many times. It's one thing about being too good at farming your own jungle. You have no neutrals to kill yourself if you need to. No deny by neutral here, guys. All right. So, turn the fight around a little bit. They did get to pick off at least the Legion Commander. They kind of wanted to get the Chronosphere Faceless Void also, but Legion Commander is more important to shut down. Meanwhile, during that entire fight, you still have the Aegis on the Centaur Warrunner. He stayed alive. He didn't get picked off. So he's ready for yet another fight. But remember, guys, you only got a 5-minute counter on that now. Don't sit back and just play with it. Go in there and be aggressive. I mean, look at this. He's looking for the fight. Like, come on, I want to play, guys. Come on. Oh, you Chronosphered. Oh, you blasted me down. Oh, how'd that work for you? I'm still alive. And looking to pick this fight again. They want to dive in. Oh, yes, look. Fight me. I dare you. Picks out the Mirana. Mirana's really just taking so much abuse. Centaur, though, wants to play some more. In a good position. Just got to find someone. Does not want to lose all his backup support, though. And that's his problem right now, is he's losing a lot of his support. Oh, got to be careful. Aegis is down, though. It has been reclaimed. If you don't get out of there quick, you may regret this. He slips out of there, gets the blink. Can't even deny himself. Queen of Pain gets the pick off on that one. That fade damage just really cost him out. And there goes another fight, reversing direction. Gold change. Look at the loss and the change in gold. XP change. Damage done. God, there's some damage. You had the Mystic Flare go down. You had the Frost Chain. You had the Sonic Wave. You had Duel. I mean, everybody on there used their ults. Everybody. Multiple Screams of Pain. Multiple Shadow Strike. I love this. It even tells you how many times they use things. Twice using the Orchid in the fight. What is this? Just beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, my God. So much information. And I've heard you can now check that in-game when you're watching in-game. I checked it the other night when I was watching it. I didn't know if it was allowed to or not at that point. I heard some people complaining you couldn't use it. So I don't know if it's going back and forth on whether you can or cannot use it, guys. But the amount of information that is being processed at this point in time. Woo! makes it hard for me to make sure I'm covering everything you can already see, right? So, here you go. You're stepping in on the next part of the fights. Towers, there are definitely more towers down on the Radiant side. There are only 2 towers behind. It's not a big difference. Net worth is definitely spiraling in their favor. But you see how quick the net worth changes out, so don't sweat it too hard as we move into this.
So these are automatic.
They've got to figure out how they want to do these fights. There's a lot of back and forth here. Pretty much just waiting for ults to come
Same
back
passwords, by
online,
the way.
unfortunately. So
Game's not out, so you're dead.
Midas every time he sees the Forged Spirits. It's actually doing him very good. You're not getting the loss of damage. Oh, Centaur stepping in, wants to try the fight, pulls them all into the wall. Deafening Blast, go ahead and shut down all of them. They're all disarmed as they step in. Does get a duel off, but duel isn't going to save him from getting picked off by that Centaur Warrunner as he walks around to the backside of it. Nice trade out. Still got the duel win, but absolute shutdown in that fight. Great wall, great vacuum. Centaur stepping right into the middle of that like, fight me, I dare you. Got his heart, by the way, guys. Look at some of the items here. They've got a very good collection of items building here. Centaur is just begging for fights. Mirana's got to start building her items. She finally got her Maelstrom, so she can start building into the number 4 she needs to be, allowing Naga to stay at the number 5 position. So they're going to go ahead and try to push into this tower. Don't really have it. Buyback from the Legion kind of forces them to step back. Centaur, thinking about playing with them, knows that, oh, y'all want to play this? We'll play this. I got 3,500 in life. Let's go, guys. He's not as threatened by them as they think he should be. He just doesn't want a 1v5. So he's got to be careful on that. But other than that, he's in a very good position to fight him. And with the Hood of Defiance, he's not as afraid of the damage that they can be kicking out to him. So, gonna step in, look at it for a cheap fight. So much damage, though. Oh, sees the Legion. Are they gonna make the move? Are they thinking about it? A lot of blinks going back and forth. They're not in the mood to get called out. Double damage room down here by the Roche pit. No one really spotting it out just yet because there's no observer wards. There's one here and one here, which is a really nice one, mind you, but not really helping them as much as they'd like. Queen of Pain coming in, cleaning out the wave so she can push this lane. Unfortunately, it's pushing into a Darkseer who's like, oh, hey, cool, I got Iron Shell on cooldown. Come here, guys. Come to me. Here we go. I need farm. Thank you. Ward goes down, sees the double damage. Yeah, baby. And Roche is almost back up. Just heads up, guys. Hey, look. I say it. Thing pops. Check that out. Alright, so looks like they're going to finally take this bottom tower on the Dire side. Radiant's got 3 over here and a 4th en route. 5th is on a slow walk over there. She's got Blink. She's not too worried about it. Oh, and gets right back in time to pick up a bounty. Beautiful. Stampede, Blink, Stun, shutting them down, baby. Uh-oh. There you go. Disarming, immediately shutting them down. Got to be careful, though. Invoker gets cleaned out there. They want these fights, but they're just not getting them into positions they want. Blink Daggers is allowing so many to get out of there. 2 cleaned out back-to-back. You must respect that. Oh, taking her out also. Not even going to shut it down. Centaur Warrunner just doing a great job cleaning up every fight they have. Just boom, boom, boom. Shut you down. Moving into your next level. And during this time, Faceless Floyd's going to do what he can to get the farm shut down here on the top. Does not want to have 2 lanes pushing in at once. Now, the problem, though, is he's defending the only lane with a tower left, and they're going to go ahead and step in on this. Let's see, buyback status. We've got 3 that can buy back, yeah. But only 2 of them are actually dead at this point in time, so we'll see how that works for them. Net worth, look at that, just beautiful. They're going to go ahead and take the tower, and they're going straight in after the racks. Buyback from the Queen of Pain. They do not have the shutdown they want. They're going to go ahead and try to take out the Centaur Warrunner with everything they can. They've got to be careful. There's Chronosphere diving in on him as hard as they can. Darkseer trying to get in there and shut it down. Oh, the cleanup going down there, though. Song going off, but it's not stopping that bounce. Got to try to get out of position. She's got to be careful. Scream going down. Might get her cleaned out of here. Got to get away. Got to get away. Oh, damage, damage, damage. They spotted out Naga. Naga's got to get out of there. She's just eking around. She wants to shut somebody down on her way out. If she's going to die, you might as well die taking somebody out, right? So they did what they could. Not an end-of-the-day fight. I love this. Gives me day, 6 a.m. Ooh, thanks, guys. Look at all the fights. I love how it waits till the end of the fight, too. Just so much info. Naga Siren almost saved him. Just could not completely save that Centaur. Centaur's going to be back in 30. Not really into the world, but it is going to allow them to catch up a little bit on their farm. Queen of Pain, though, being picked out again, not going to be able to catch up on the farm as she'd like to. So definitely something they have to watch out for. Oh, there she goes. Wants to pick the fight here with the Invoker. Invoker's like, oh, nope, we're not going to play this game. Now, mind you, that Midas has been doing wonders for Legion Commander. Making sure he shuts down the Forge Spirits every time he sees them, and just going to pretty much take their time and step in nice and slowly. Darkseer just working around the backside, just looking for who he can pick into. And Centaur Warrunner back in the fight. Kind of curious what he's going to go in for his next item. He's got enough for buyback, so now it's just kind of, what do I need next? Got a nice stun, I've got the split, I've got plenty of tankiness. Where's my next part of my fight going to be? And I could see it easily moving into another Roche at this point. Got the Invis, Ghost Walk Invoker looking, kind of scouting out the area. They know that they probably can see this area. Oh, look at that. They're both de-warding each other. Can't do much about that de-ward, though, because you can't get up there. High ground, baby. High ground. Alright, so they're going to go ahead and step back and forth. Oh, smoking it up. They want to play. They want this fight. They know they're up there. Got the Forge Spirits doing the scouting for them. Wow, even the Forge Spirits doing great damage on them. They know there's an opportunity for a fight. They're just not sure how they want to take it. There they go. Set it off. Queen of Pain triggers it. Look at them running as fast as they can to get out of that fight. And now at this point, they're just going to turn around and take out. She's going to destroy that and step into the fight. Legion Commander looking for someone to pick off. Not finding anyone in their jungle, though. And Dire's just going to go ahead and take out the Roshan. They have the opportunity. They can kick out the damage. There's nothing really to spot them out. They know what's going on, but really, are they going to be able to stop it? They're smoked up. They're ready to come around on the backside. Problem is are they going to be able to get in a position when they need to? The Ags is doing wonderful for coming over here to face this Void. He's looking for who he can pick off. Got the Chronosphere ready, and if he finds somebody, he will pick it off. There he goes. He does trigger the smoke, and they're not even going to say. They're going to dive right in. They're going to try to shut him down right now. Disarm him. Dive in. Disarm did kind of abuse him a little, though. Invoker picks up the Aegis, though, so he's going to step through this fight and ready to step it into the next one. They get the wall. They get this vacuum, and they're going in back-to-back trying to take down. Got the Legion, and now they're going after the Queen of Pain. May be able to clean her up also. That's a full team wipe as they step in. And they're going to use this time to go ahead and pull it in. Do we have buybacks on? Oh, Radiant. What do you got? So you've got one buyback on the Faceless Void. That's all you've got. You're not going to be able to really defend this if you're not careful. So they've got to step into this very carefully. Meanwhile, Dire's going to go ahead and use this to push the towers, and they're going to go straight in after the barracks. Nothing really slowing them down. You toss the glyph, but it's really just buying the time, trying to save up for someone to be able to come back with them. Go ahead and pull down the tower, take the racks, and now it's going to go ahead and start moving into pushing for that tower. Mech goes off, able to keep pressure on them. Not really sure what's going on, and go ahead and take the second set of racks behind it, and they're going straight in after the towers. They know this is their best chance to go ahead and close this fight out. Oh, and look at that. They picked up the Fusel Blade and the Assault Cuirass. They are ready to pick this fight. No shutting them down. Here he goes, blinking in, shutting down, wanting to pick this fight every chance he can. Every fight they can find, they are going to take it, and they're going to go ahead and start working on the Ancient. Got to be careful, though. If they can catch him, they will clean him out. But they're going to use this time to go ahead and take out that Ancient. Nothing really slowing them down. Let's take it out to the full screen so you can see what's going on. They are playing on the edge. No real stops. There's your GG, guys. Going to Los Hermanos. First game. Check it out. Give us a little bit. We'll get you all started back up on the next one. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. They're changing so much. This is great. All right, guys.